Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with another stimulus check update video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the stimulus package 2, as well as H&R Block sending their customers $10 additional way where you can earn $500 or receive $500 if you are on EBT or SNAP benefits, and the IRS updating their portal. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, my name is Shalae, and here on this channel we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. Now, I know a lot of people have yet to receive their stimulus checks, but the people that have received their checks, of course, you are looking for the next one. Am I right? I'm right, because it seems like that $1,200 or whatever amount you received, it went so quickly, and now with a lot of people, over 30 million people filing unemployment, you need your money and you need it now. Now, I will say, to me, it seems like Congress is just moving at snail's pace with putting out this phase 4, but Nancy Pelosi did say that here in the next few days, we should start to see what that phase 4 package is going to look like. Now, we know that there's a lot of different proposals that have been submitted, from the $2,000 as well as like prepaid cards. You can watch the other videos. I'm not going to go into it, but in the next few days, we should receive the outcome of what is going to be submitted. Now, guys, I will say this. A lot of people have asked in the comments down below, do I think that there's going to be another package that includes where payments are made out to the Americans? My personal opinion is I would think so, just because according to like the Department of Labor, another 3 million people are set to file for unemployment, and that would put us at like 33 million people. So some of the things that will be in the stimulus package, of course, may be like the payroll tax cut. It could be additional benefits for unemployment. It could be infrastructure. But in the next few days, I will be coming to you because we're probably going to get what we want. Okay, so keep your fingers crossed. All right. So moving along to the next order of business, H&R Block actually sent its customers $10, so you can check the Emerald card. Now, don't ask me why, okay? But they did send their customers $10 on the Emerald card. So if you do have to pay any fees for withdrawing your money off the card, that you wouldn't have to worry about it. So, and it's an inconvenience fee. Let me know if you received your $10 down below. A lot of people in the H&R stimulus group were very upset and even livid about the $10, but hey, you know what? $10 is better than $0, right? $0. So let me know if you received that. All right, moving along. When it actually comes to people that are hurting financially, there is what's going on, and I'll leave in the description box. Family Independence Initiative has partnered with Stand Together Foundation to launch #GiveTogetherNow to give families who need it the most an additional $500. Now, guys, I wish I would have found this a lot earlier so I could have brought it to you, but I did just find it. It is legit on there. If you are receiving SNAP benefits, and if you're not, and right now you need a way to pay for your family's financials or just food or just different essentials, I would go and sign up for it. The link will be in the description box. They will give you $500, but there is a wait list. So I'm kind of late to it. I'm sorry. Like, don't throw the tomatoes at me. But if I do happen to find other partners or other partnerships that are going on where you can get money, I would definitely bring them to you. But I would put your name on the wait list because you never know. And some people say that it's for SNAP benefits, and then other people say that you can, it doesn't matter. But when I clicked the link, it did not say anything about EBT or SNAP benefits. So I would put myself on the wait list, and who knows, maybe you would get selected and you can go from there, okay? So that is going on. Now, the next thing, going to a lot of people on the H&R Block group and the stimulus groups that I am in on Facebook. If you're not enrolled in them, check them out on Facebook. But a lot of people have been stating that they have signed up for informed delivery. And so informed delivery is with the US Postal Service, and you can go online and register for it. And the moment that your check is actually coming to you, you would be able to see it. So a lot of people have been noticing that their checks are en route to them. So I know that the portal may say one thing and you're wondering where your check is at. I would definitely suggest that you sign up for it, just that way, so you would know, so you would get an idea on that it's coming to you. So informed delivery, USPS, sign up for it. Speaking of that raggedy portal, okay. Woo! All right, the IRS just updated on Twitter that the portal has been fixed. The glitches have been fixed. Now, this has caused a lot of controversy on Facebook just because a lot of people had dates for April 29th, May 8th, and now when they went back in the portal, the date has changed. So I would suggest that you go check the portal and see if your date has changed. For those that were not able to get in the portal, see if you're able to get in the portal, because the IRS just updated. They just said it on Twitter that the portal has been fixed. Now, you know, and I know that sometimes, you know, they lie, or, you know, there's technical difficulties or whatever, but they did put it on there. So if you're still waiting on your date, go check there and see as well. Now, speaking of that portal and the website, if you have like any tax issues, I receive a lot of questions on Ask Shalae about people that owe like federal tax and what's going to happen. The IRS did announce on their website in the press release that they are going to be doing virtual settlement days. And so it will help resolve tax court cases by giving taxpayers who are not represented by counsel the opportunity to receive free tax advice as well as representation. So as of right now, they have 2 virtual events that are going to go on. One is for Detroit and Atlanta. For the Detroit, it's going to be on Saturday, May 9th. So that's this Saturday, I think, right? All right. And then for Atlanta, it's going to be May 21st. So taxpayers can discuss their tax court case and federal tax issues with members of the IRS. Now, you know how I feel about that. You know how I feel like you can have virtual court. Why we can't discuss where our payments at, huh? IRS, why we can't virtually contact, since y'all don't answer, since you don't answer the phone, why we can't talk to you virtually? Okay, I digress. But if you have any issues and you're in Detroit or Atlanta, then you can go to the IRS website, and at that time you can go ahead and check it out and see if maybe you can discuss some of your issues. Now, I'm not saying to go on there and discuss where's your stimulus, but do what you gotta do, okay? All right, so for unemployment, in West Virginia, if you exhausted your benefits, so say that you already were receiving unemployment and you've exhausted your benefits, they have stated that they will give you an additional 13 weeks and pay you the additional $600 right now. So if you live in West Virginia, then you've exhausted your benefits, they're gonna give you an additional 13 weeks and you will get the bonus of the $600 incentive, which I think it is great. If you are on unemployment and you've exhausted your benefits, I would try to contact your unemployment office, but we all know the unemployment office, the IRS, I mean, whew. All right, so moving along, on the IRS website, they did update 4 questions on the website, and it is going to be questions number 10, 11, and 12. The first question, it states, does someone who died qualify for the payment? They just added this today, guys, and the answer is no. The payment made to someone who died before the receipt of the payment should be returned to the IRS. They even have instructions on how to return it. Return the entire payment unless the payment was made to joint filers and one spouse had not died before the receipt of the payment, in which case you need to return the portion of the payment made on the account of the descendant. So on here, for a lot of people were asking about what do you do, they do have steps on that you can take for that as well. So I would check into it if you want to send back the payment, and for joint payments, it gives you a lot of information. That was question number 10. Question number 11, it states, does someone who is a resident alien qualify for the payment? So a person who is a non-resident alien in 2020 is not eligible for the payment. A person who is a qualifying resident alien with a valid Social Security number is eligible for the payment only if he or she is a qualifying resident in 2020 and cannot be claimed as a dependent on another taxpayer for 2020. So aliens who received a payment but are not qualifying resident aliens, come on, for 2020 should return the payment to the IRS by doing the following. So it does have instructions how you can return your payment as well if you are not considered a qualifying or resident alien. All righty. The next question, question number 12, which this was a biggie, about the inmates and the incarceration of people receiving payments. Does someone who is incarcerated qualify for the payment? Answer. So question number 12, no, the payment made to someone who is incarcerated should be returned to the IRS by using those instructions. A person is incarcerated if he or she is described in one of more of the clauses. And so it has on there the different clauses of what is considered incarceration. I guess there are different methods. I mean, I know some of my subscribers got me together in the comments and they was like, well, they could be on work release. They could be on this. You're absolutely right. I just report the news. I don't make it, just report it. Alrighty here. So on here, for the payment that is made with respect to a joint return where one spouse is incarcerated, you only need to return the portion of the payment that was made on the incarcerated spouse. So if you want to do the right thing, you can return it. And then last but not least, on question number 41, it actually gives you how you can return the payment. So if it was a paper check, you can write on there void, and you can, for the endorsement section on the back of the check, just write void, and you can mail it to the Department of Treasury, and they have on the website, like it, depending on where you stay at, it has a different address or a PO box on where to mail it. If the check was a paper check and you cashed it, so you cashed it, or it was a direct deposit, you can submit a personal check, money order, etc. to the IRS location that will be listed down below. Write on there the check or the money order made payable to the U.S. Treasury, your tax identification number or your social security number, and a brief explanation on returning it. Y'all, for everyone that is going to return the checks that were direct deposit and that if you cashed it, I think that is the best thing to do. I mean, I know, sometimes when you do wrong, it comes back. I'm just a big proponent of karma. And when you do things wrong, it comes back to you. It may not come back today. It may not come back to you 5 years from now, but it's going to get you. And when it gets you, I'd rather pay on the front end than the back end. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Let me know down in the comments below. What do you think? Would you return the check? Would you, especially if it came direct deposit? And maybe, I get it, you know what? Maybe it came to you direct deposit, and in the financial situation that you're in right now, your heart wants to return it, but you're in a financial situation where you can't return it. I'm not judging. You do what is best for you and your family, okay? That is it, guys. I know this was a little bit long. I try to come to you with a lot of different things. No Ask Shalae today because I did a video earlier today, but I hope you guys are staying safe out there. I hope everything is working well on your end, wherever you decide to watch me from. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? So tomorrow I will be back, and hopefully I'm looking a little bit better, and yeah, we'll talk about it. All right, thank you so much. Bye.